His is. And we're live. Welcome to the Zac Yak Pac. I'm
as live as I can be. As live as I can be.
Well, you're not dead, so you're good.
I've just been up since 1 a.m. So hey, it is what it is.
Well, I didn't get home until about the time you woke up because we had to go get fencing and everything last night. Yeah, it just.
Where'd you get it from that it was open that late?
No, it wasn't. We had to get food afterwards. By the time we got home, it was after midnight.
Nice.
So yeah, it was all sorts of living hell. They didn't have the only skid we could find of the lot number, whatever the stock number is. Only one we could find literally was just totally destroyed. They had to search and search and search and search, and it turned out to be on the third layer of the damn freaking stack, hidden up on top of everything. It was freaking nuts.
Nice. So, I just realized on this, for whatever reason, my hair looks like it's in a set of horns.
Not really.
Right here in the middle.
No, do you mean a horn?
No, I mean like there's
a unicorn.
No, it ain't unicorn looking.
No, that's the growth on your head. My bad. Oh wait, no. Sorry.
What? I'm finally getting a brain growing in. Is that what it is?
That's resolution. Sorry, that's your nose.
Oh wow! Ouch.
But good.
Yeah.
So, anyways, we get in there. They close at 9. We get there at 8:35.
Nice.
I literally get back there within 5 minutes. Have my slip paid for, out the door. Front to back of the store. Get around back. We got 15 minutes to load this stuff. No problem, right? Like that's nothing for 10 panels and 10 freaking or 11 4x4s.
Yeah.
15 minutes, no problem. Except that we spent 25 minutes trying to find the damn panels.
Nice.
Because they were hidden away. They were about to keep the one cash register open to switch me over to using dog ear instead of the whatever the stockade that I got.
Yeah.
Which would add an extra $7 a panel. Price-wise. So, yeah, that would then increase the total cost of the whole fence because I can't just change in the middle, go, oh, let's go dog ear to stockade.
Yeah.
Yeah. Needless to say. Then we go around the corner, and I go to pull in the back side of the Applebee's parking lot, and these two, because we got to eat, right? And these two punk-ass kids in their little beat-up-ass trucks that literally slipping gears trying to get in, revving his engine because he can't shift the fucking gear. and because they're showing off their little girlfriends in each truck. And it literally backs in right where I'm about to swing through with a pickup truck and a 16-foot trailer. Like, obviously knows. And the windows are down at the time on our truck. And I hear them laughing and making snide comments to me. I'm like, I'm ready to get out of this truck and just beat your asses like your daddy should have.
Full of fried green tomatoes. I'm older and got better insurance.
I almost just parked in front of them.
Wanda.
Well, see, I almost just stopped and jackknifed the truck and trailer in front of their trucks.
Oh, it's one of those just go to Wanda on them. Face it, I got better insurance.
Right.
Oh, that's wrong of me, ain't it?
Well, their trucks probably. I don't think any insurance company will cover them for liability.
It is what it is.
I thought I was waiting for the comment that would have gone with that, but thanks, fuck you too.
$500 deductible. Boom! You took 2 cars off the road that shouldn't be on the road.
Who pays a $500 deductible?
I'm just saying though, whatever your deductible is.
That sure as hell ain't gonna be $500. I don't like paying money.
Mine's like $200.
Yeah, mine's like $250.
So. Yeah. Mine's like I want to say it's $200 comp and then like Collision is 100.
Right.
Oh God, we got comments already.
Yeah. Apparently, there's excitement that you're a unicorn. You're a unique individual. Rock that unicorn concept. Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I'm sure Chip and Dale will love you there. So we had a back and forth going on Facebook in messages, but just gonna say, yeah, you keep those of you who didn't see, because it's personal Facebook pages, I'm sure. He's just ragging on me for being an MP. But all I have to say,
you started it.
All I have to say is, where's your Sapper tab? Oh, that's right, bitch.
Go lay down.
Oh fuck!
Your combat engineer don't matter.
You started it with the engineer comment, and I wound up saying, "How many words contain MP? Limp, gimp, wimp, shrimp. All of them. Never mind. I'll stop there."
Yeah.
And then I did give you one saying pimp. Okay, I actually gave you one on there.
Well, I remember that. This is during like the days MC Chris was big, right? You know, the Robitussin song. You remember what I'm talking about? The Tussin. Back when all the kids were chugging Robitussin to get drunk.
Oh yeah, before they changed the formula.
Yeah, in the early 2000s and whatnot. Yeah. So, and he did the Boba Fett one. I'm Boba the Fett. My backpack's got jets. I bounty hunt for a job that I'm going to get copyright struck. So anyways, yeah. My buddy had one. It was a MC Chris one. It said, "Life's a bitch and I'm her pimp."
Damn.
Yeah. He drove around the old. What was that? The freaking Blazer. But I can't remember. Did they do a? I can't remember. It was one of those older brown Blazers, but it wasn't like super old. I'm trying to remember. They didn't do a Barrett or Beretta Blazer, did they?
No.
I didn't think so. It might have just been something he had on it. I don't know. It's been a few years. And quite a few bad beers.
Yeah.
So that's why. No. We went back to our tried and true liquor.
Yeah, I'm not even drinking tonight because the 1 a.m. thing, obviously. So I'm already loopy enough. I'm punch drunk pretty much at this point. I've just been beat up by the day.
We did get a new terrarium for these lizards too.
What's the difference between a terrarium and an aquarium?
An aquarium's full of water.
I just figured I'd go ahead and just be that type of prick.
I actually thought that at one point. I was like, the fuck's the point? Like, why do you have to have a difference?
Oh, look, it's going to be a lizard show. A lizard takeover.
No, I'm showing you the new terrarium.
Aquarium?
No, the terrarium. The aquarium's over there. There's the aquarium on the other side. That's the terrarium.
So you're making the fish jealous.
No,
the lizards having a larger tank.
No, I pissed the lizards off by putting the cricket container next to their cage so that they have to see them. Yeah, they're
Hopefully
up there.
They don't break their necks trying to get to it.
Well, yeah, but they're up there doing their push-ups and throwing out their little freaking neck thing right now. I don't know. I don't know what's going on up there, but he looks like he's pissed off at me. They're like the little raptors in freaking Jurassic Park, where they're like really smart, like moving around. They just like start eating things real quick.
Yeah,
That's what these things remind me of.
Now you're going to have nightmares.
No. I've been thinking this for weeks. What are you talking about? But yeah, and now we got this little suction cup to the wall thing for them to climb on, so that's a little food dish up there for them too. So, yeah, it's not a bad little deal for them.
Yeah.
Do it. Yeah, we got live plants that are going to be getting ordered. Go in there.
There you go.
Yeah. So I sent you a few things throughout the week for display for the show, and I don't know that you looked at any of them because we've been kind of like bouncing around everything lately, not really like hitting on much of anything. The last few shows have kind of been a little
Yeah.
So I mean, there's a few I sent you over the last couple of weeks, but I mean, where do you want to touch base? I mean, I guess we can touch base back to the Sunday. You want to touch base to Sunday?
What on Sunday?
How was Walmart?
Yeah. So, ironically, me bashing Walmart the way I did on the show last time, I ended up having to go into Walmart on Sunday because that was the closest thing to get like Advil to where we were at. And I actually took a little, 45-second long video of me walking out of the store with the Advil and the receipt and all that. So just to prove that, yeah, I went into Walmart. It's, I hated it still, even though it was just for Advil.
But you did it literally the day after you said you wouldn't.
Yeah. Not much of a choice in the matter.
I thought you said there's always a choice. You literally on Saturday said
I know, but like literally that was the closest place to pick anything up.
Yeah, you told me literally the day before that wouldn't matter.
It's a little bit different when your significant other, aka your spouse, is telling you, "Hey, I need this now." It's like, okay.
Yeah. You said literally on Saturday that wouldn't matter.
Oh, it is what
I'm
it
not
is.
wrong.
It is what it is. I mean, I hate myself for it. I hate myself for it.
Yeah, but you did in fact say is what I'm getting at.
I hate myself for it.
Nothing more?
No. I hate myself for going into Walmart.
We've kind of hit the point here where I can look and now hopefully say, because everybody that skips through the videos and whatnot, follow us on the Facebook, the Jaggers Juxtaplooza. You can follow me on the Instagram at MPJags, and they can follow you.
Yeah, this week with work, I haven't even had a chance to even try and set something up. I wanted to have something set up by now, but
that's what you said last week too.
This week here was even worse. I've barely gotten any sleep in between having to go back in. I did notice the one notification that you're going to be deleting the other show altogether.
I'm just deleting the Facebook page because I'm having issues with the page. I can't keep up with both of them. It's not the show itself. It's just the Facebook page that nobody uses.
Okay.
Yeah.
Stop whining.
I didn't think I was yet.
Not you. My 4-year-old.
Is there much of a difference with me being up as long as I have been?
No.
Don't be a dick.
Yeah.
I at least show up.
That's true. But are you there when you show?
Mentally, I'm never here, am I?
Yeah, but Nick never is either. That was my point. But no, so anyways, we got a good chunk of our fence up. I got 10 panels put up. Had about 5 hours. Once we got it going, augured, freaking got real close to where that power line is. I didn't catch my cable line. I know that because, we're doing this right now. So we're good.
So far.
Yeah. So, no, there's no other lines on the rest of the property line. The whole other half of the house has nothing. That was the only 2 lines I had to concern myself with, because the gas line, I think the yellow's the water out back, but there's no gas line marking. There's no conflict.
That's your question that just popped up in the comments.
What? Whatever happened with that? Is she watching right now?
Yes.
Yeah.
If you're watching, put it. Oh, okay. So there's comments here. Never mind. I thought.
That comment's your question. That's yours.
Oh, okay. Whatever happened with that? Are you talking the Nick and Zac Show? Because if that's what you're talking about,
it has sunset.
One day he may get a hold of me again.
It's sunsetted. Pretty much the sun has set on that.
Right, but there's always a chance of a midnight premiere. Stay tuned. Maybe you'll see. Maybe I have things in the plan. Maybe I have things in the works. Or, at the same time, just don't be a Nick.
Yeah, don't be a Nick. So we have 3 viewers right now, I guess.
Roughly, yeah.
I'm making an assumption on that one because I know the one will fade in and out throughout the night.
We got 2 again. Oh! Fucking how the hell did I do that? This computer just starts zooming in and out. Weird.
Yeah, you gotta be very careful.
So yeah. Anyways. Oh boy. I don't know. Oh boy, what? But what I do know is
the sun setting, and then the other comments in there too.
Come here, you stupid computer. There we go. Save.
Save what?
There we go. Hashtag don't be a Nick.
I almost did that on one of the posts today.
I think I gotta do it differently for it to work, though. So hold on. You take over for half a second.
Half a second's passed. No, I don't know all the ins and outs of what's happening there with the Nick and Zac show. The Nick and Zac show, though, might be a thing completely of the past. It might come back at some point, never really planned, but just one of those things where it's a one-off type of thing. Kind of like a show reunion of what you would see on TV. One show has been on forever and then goes away, and then they do a reunion broadcast or try and revive something, and then it just flops. Yeah, if it happens, it's going to be completely random. It's not something that's going to be consistent anymore. And tried to keep this one consistent here, but we're going to run into problems in June with that one.
No, you're a problem.
Well, yeah, but it's one of those things where, in June, you're going to have to find a secondary guest host or whatever for a while.
Right.
And just in case anybody was wondering, it's because of I'm going to be gone for 3 weeks in June into July. Not of my own doing and not of my own free will. That's for sure.
So you're being a Nick?
No, I'm literally being Mandated?
Ordered?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that one. Mandated.
You're dating men? Well, you know, we fully support you and your decisions and your acceptance of yourself.
It's the last year that I'm doing this horse shit.
You missed entirely what I was saying, which is hilarious.
Oh, I don't have free will in this case,
viewer.
unfortunately.
Welcome to our fourth viewer. So,
yeah, Santa was cool.
there we go. There, I fixed this. Here we go. Now we don't have to have this every time. We can come do this and look at that. Okay, hold on. Follow it, Zach. Follow it, other Zach. What's it saying to you? Hashtag don't be a Nick. Yeah, we've got to find some sort of guest speaker. We're back down to 2 viewers. But you know,
you could have Jess on.
Or no. Don't pick my guests for me when you're gone.
Just saying.
No. Have you ever talked to that lady? Have you ever tried talking to that lady? You'll never get 2 words in. She just starts going and going and going and going and going. She's worse than you.
Perfect. You can get a 3-week break.
Well, if I'm doing that, then I'll hand it over to my wife, too. I won't have to do anything for 3 weeks.
Don't sound like a bad trade-off.
No, because my wife would be a much better trade for you. That's why I married her.
She on?
No, I married her for a reason. Because my wife's too smart for this show. I need stupid people for this show. Like you.
Thanks.
Yeah, you're quite welcome.
Asshole.
Let's see. Let's see what else I sent your way. Do you want to touch this one, or you want me to just read the headline?
Which one?
Okay, I'll read the headline, and then you decide if you touch it. Canadian man jailed after misgendering his daughter. Don't touch it.
I didn't even read that one, to be honest with you. So go into it a little bit.
I'll read the very tail of like that.
Because as far as I'm concerned, there's still only 2 genders. So
no. That's not the issue. Though with YouTube, we understand we can't say things like that. Or we'll get booted.
It's just personal belief. That's all.
Right. Not that you necessarily are making a decision.
No.
Fucking YouTube. Okay, so Justice Bowden of the British Columbia Supreme Court had reportedly declared that Hoogland and his wife had to affirm their daughter's new gender identity. Hoogland was told that if he tried to dissuade his daughter or refer to her as female, then he would be considered guilty of family violence. You want to just leave that one alone? This is in Canada, mind you. But it's family violence.
But it is YouTube. Oh, like you said, YouTube. Yeah.
The concept of family violence, which I'm sure is similar to domestic violence.
Yeah, it's one of those where we can't touch that one.
Right. So, but yeah, hold on. Dealing with children at the same time. So yeah. But yeah, that one threw me. Family violence. Like he literally got, thrown in jail because he just kept calling his.
I do personally find one story that you sent me interesting out of Rhode Island. I can't remember exactly who the people are, like the names and the case and everything that's going to the Supreme Court about the Fourth Amendment being sidestepped.
The one with using the Supreme Court to let cops enter homes and seize guns.
Yeah, using the community safety clause or whatever community good to be able to sidestep any warrants.
So this came from Forbes, March 23rd. Biden administration urges Supreme Court to let cops enter homes and seize guns without a warrant.
And honestly, the guy in this case, I'll go ahead and put it out here. He was a bit of an idiot to even have this scenario come up in his own home. The way it came up is really stupid, but it's a valid point.
Yeah. So, okay, I'll read the story, but let's just focus more on the story than anything else. In August 2015, 68-year-old Edward joked to Kim, his wife of 22 years, that he didn't use a certain coffee mug after his brother-in-law had used it because he might catch a case of dishonesty. That quip quickly spiraled into an hour-long argument. Growing exhausted from the bickering, Edward stormed into his bedroom, grabbed an unloaded handgun, and put it on the kitchen table in front of his wife. With the flair for the dramatic, he then asked, "Why don't you just shoot me and get me out of my misery?"
That's the part that I love the most, that he was that much of a jackass.
Perhaps unsurprisingly, the tactic backfired. Well, you shouldn't really use the word backfired when you're talking, firearms. But the tactic backfired, and the two continued to argue. Eventually, Edward took a drive to cool off. But when he returned, their argument flared up once again. This time, Kim decided to leave the house and spend the night at a motel. The next day, Kim phoned home. No answer. Worried, she called the police in Cranston, Rhode Island, and asked, well, half the problem is that. No, nothing.
No, it was unloaded. There was nothing in it.
Nothing. All right. Absolutely nothing. Yeah. When officers... well, he's in Rhode Island. That's half the problem. Asked to perform a well check on her husband and escort her home. When they arrived, officers spoke with Edward on the back deck. According to the incident report, he seemed normal and was calm for the most part, and even said he would never commit suicide. However, none of the officers had asked Edward any questions about factors relating to his risk of suicide, risk of violence, or prior misuse of firearms. Edward had no criminal history and no history of violence or self-harm. In fact, one of the officers later admitted he did not consult any specific psychological or psychiatric criteria or medical professionals for his decisions that day. Still, police were convinced that Edward could hurt himself and insisted he head to the local hospital for a psychiatric evaluation. After refusing and insisting that his mental health wasn't their business, Edward agreed only after police falsely promised they wouldn't seize his guns while he was gone. Compounding the dishonesty, police then told Kim that Edward had consented to the confiscation. Believing the seizures were approved by her husband, Kim led the officers to the two handguns the couple owned, which were promptly seized. Even though Edward was immediately discharged from the hospital, police only returned the firearms after he filed a civil rights lawsuit against them. I wish it would say how long that took.
Also, apparently, they each had their own pistol on either side of the bed.
Critically, when police seized guns, they didn't claim it was an emergency or to prevent imminent danger. Instead, the officers argued their actions were a form of community caretaking and narrow exception to the Fourth Amendment's warrant requirement. Look, do I have to keep reading here, or can we just look and say...
So the whole situation is really stupid to get an argument, and even though the gun is unloaded, over an argument, you're going, no, it's just not right. That was a line that should not have been crossed. But the police should not have just gone ahead and taken the shit without having the evaluation done first.
Well, no, let's not even look at that. Let's look at, say, you're arguing over a coffee mug. And you took it that far. Which I guess
talking about a brother, was it a brother or brother-in-law?
Brother-in-law, his brother-in-law.
Yeah, so he's talking about his wife's brother. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
It never goes well when you talk about your spouse's siblings. Never.
Well, and not just that, but why would you even take it that far? I don't know, but no, it does need to be struck down. That is real tight on that. Let's go with this one. How's this one happen? Do we? No, I'll read the title. You take the shot, right? What? Yay or nay? Former Green Beret Army reservist who wore
I
Hitler
actually did not read that one.
jailed pending trial on January 6th Capitol riot charges.
I don't know exactly what the dude did.
I don't know what he did, but
at the same time, if you're military, why the hell are you going to put yourself in a situation where you're going to wind up being considered with a conflict of interest, period? It's best to steer clear of any of those types of demonstrations, period. Any form of a demonstration, really.
I hate putting this up here. I really do. I'm going to try to make sure that you can keep the Stars and Stripes logo.
Yeah, I did see the picture of the guy. It's like, why the hell would you do that shit?
He deserves to be freaking kicked out of the Army no matter what. Now, I don't even care if he thought it was funny. I don't care. Oh yeah, here's where it gets better, right? He ran an anti-Semitic podcast, wore a Hitler mustache to work, and shared violent racist fantasies with colleagues. So it's not even like he's like innocent here. How do you stay in the Army that long?
He needs to get the boot.
Yeah, how do you stay in the Army that long anyways? Yeah.
He should be gone. Hands down. No questions asked. Bye-bye. Hell, throw the book at him. Make an example out of him so that way other people that want to try and join the military don't wind up joining that are like that.
Right. Okay, here's one fun one for you.
Send them to Leavenworth and have them busting up small rocks with a large rocks with a sledgehammer into small rocks.
Right. So here's one for you. Nebraska State Patrol recently. God bless it. Hold on.
This one's funny. This one's funny.
Recently, God. Okay. Why am I reading all these for you then?
This is one I actually halfway read.
Recently issued a call for truckers to remove snow from the vehicle after catching one driver with a large amount of snow topping his trailer after a storm. On March 18th, Facebook post, Nebraska State Patrol said that they responded to a caller who had safety concerns after seeing a tractor trailer topped with a thick layer of snow. Yeah.
And I mean, we're not talking like this truck driver stopped for the night and only had like 3 or 4 inches on top and didn't have a snow blade to use. We're not talking like that. We're talking 2 or 3 feet on top of the trailer.
We understand the storm was significant and impacted many drivers, but this is just not safe. The trailer was picked up in Cheyenne and driven away like this. The driver had been called in by another motorist and was worried about someone being injured. These photos are from the North Platte scales. NSP went on to argue that the snow packed on the top of the trailer poses a safety hazard for other drivers on the road. This was over 15,000 pounds of snow. Snow flying off your vehicle, especially this amount, can be dangerous for others on the road. NSP shared a photo of the scale ticket showing the truck to be overweight due to the snow.
Now, I have, when I was over the road, been told, like, snow packing up underneath the trailer and making you heavier driving through snow and all. I have been told in the scale, hey, knock that stuff off before you hit the scale again. They gave me a second chance to weigh in.
I'm going to have to read you a scale number here. Front, 11.6.
Okay. Legal.
34,280.
Just barely over, but within the APU limitations.
4,700.
47,000 on the tail.
$47,000.
Whew.
Total gross, $92,880.
Oh, he had to remove over 12,000 pounds to be legal. Wherever he picked that trailer up from, though, should have had a snow blade for him to be able to use to knock that snow off the top first. Period. That trailer should have never left from its point of origin without it being cleared off.
No, it should not have.
I mean, that's 3 inches or whatever on the top. Okay, I can see that. I can understand that. And people are willing to turn a blind eye to 3 foot. Yeah, forget it. You're an idiot. Surprisingly, the roof held up to all that on top of it and didn't collapse with him driving down the road hitting a bump.
We have 3 viewers now. So what I'm going to say is hit that like button, hit that subscribe. Hit the notification bell to get notified when we have other videos. Share us with your friends because that's the only way we're getting notified to other people because we're not big enough. It's not the other answers everybody else gives. It's literally we're not big enough for the algorithm. Whatever you do, don't be a Nick. Nick didn't subscribe forever. And then he finally subscribed live on the show. And like, oh, see, I was subscribed the whole time and showed it to me. It's like, oh, yeah, too bad I got the email that literally said you just subscribed. So whatever you do, don't be a Nick. Hit that subscribe now and tell us about it later.
True, and not a shot for the pressure.
It's always going to get you bad at cath care, no matter what you do.
Oh, and an update on my situation with the Army waiting on the back pay. There is no update.
Oh, wonderful. Wonderful.
Still waiting.
So let's see what else, what other subject we can get you on while I go work on getting something to drink. I don't know. I've sent you quite a few over the while, but how many of them are too old?
Well, a lot of them are on hot topics that are going to wind up going the wrong way on YouTube.
No. If you do this one right, I will leave this to you. Ex-high-profile Mormon, ex-Mormon, high-profile ex-Mormon church member James Hutzman files lawsuit against church alleging fraud, saying that he donated lots of money to this church. Lots of money to the church.
Millions.
Got mad that it got used for a good chunk of it got used for building maintenance or building new buildings rather than what he thought it would be all used for.
Yeah, actually, and reading into that one a bit, I did actually read into that one a bit. He ended up donating this money as his tithing, which, you know, it is what it is in religious circles. So his tithing added up to millions of dollars. It was supposed to be used to forward the church's mission, but instead the so-called corporate side of the church wound up using the funds to further their own interests in real estate and making financial gains for themselves rather than actually putting the money where it should have gone, back into the community, taking care of other people where there were actual needs for persons and individuals. So he wound up tracking the money down to where it wound up going into real estate deals for the church, which, you know, if a church has grown to a certain point and they're needing another place, okay. But this was actual commercial interests. This wasn't your normal, just buying stuff. They got the proof it was commercial interest, and some of it was actually stock market deals too.
Right, but commercial interest can be used in many different ways because that can be used for sending flyers to Nicaragua.
Well, yeah.
So, I mean,
in those regards.
He's leaving it real open-ended, but a lot of it it's being used for non-missionary work or whatever, and it's being used for
non-mission oriented work.
Right, but he's going on that it got used for fixing up a church, and it's like, Come on, dude. Like if they
Well,
need a new air
it's not just
conditioner-
the fixing up a church either.
No,
though.
but I'm just giving example of what
Yeah.
was in the article. Like fixing the church, it's like if they need a new air conditioner and there's like 80 people in there.
Yeah, and I'm going to do the same thing and bounce out for a second while you continue, and I'll be right back.
Right. I don't know where to take this one much farther, but you know, I do know that there's a lot of things that we can discuss in general. You know, just in general. But one of those things would be hitting that like button, subscribing, sharing us with your friends, following us on the Facebook at www.facebook.com/thejaggersjuxtaplooza, JUXTAPLOOZA. And you can follow me on Instagram at MPJags. Always make sure to use that hashtag Don't Be a Nick. See how slick all that sounded? It almost sounds like I'm a goddamn professional. I probably should watch my language on the YouTube, though. But we're marked as 13 and above only. So, big thing to do is go ahead and leave comments, both live and after the show, because either or we'll see both. Back down to one viewer because apparently I told them to share with their friends, and they're going ahead and not sharing it with their friends. I hear the rustling in the background of the other Zach making his way back down to his basement studio. Trying real hard to mirror his idol, current president, former vice president Joe Biden. Have you sniffed any young children lately? Please tell me no. Please, God, tell me no. Don't be a hair sniffer. It's just weird. And make sure not to be a Nick. Hashtag don't be a Nick.
I'm back in my dungeon now.
Right. Well, I said you're trying to mirror your idol, Joe, current president, former vice president Joe Biden, hanging out in the basement studio,
Yeah, hunker down in the bunker.
Like I said though, I hope
I like that one.
I hope you haven't sniffed any young girls lately. Please God, don't have sniffed any young girls. It's not recommended.
Watch out for that step. They sometimes move.
Yeah, don't sniff their hair. Walk up and like my wife, I've walked up behind her. I go, and she's like, "The fuck are you doing?" I said, "Hi, my name's Joe Biden. I'm going to be your president." So what's going on? She gets real upset. I don't know why. I figure everybody wants to be with the president.
Look at Kennedy. I apologize.
Look at Kennedy, right? Clinton, Bill, because we've only had the Bill.
Yeah, we only have one parody of Mambo number 5 for him too.
Trump. Look at Trump. They keep trying to claim Lincoln was gay and had a gay lover with his bodyguard.
How? Whatever.
I don't
Whatever.
know. It is what it is. Let people fucking say whatever they want. But they keep accusing Jefferson of sleeping with the slaves. No, I don't know. I don't know the man.
They actually halfway proved that now.
I'm not saying one way or the other because I don't know that it's look, where do you have the actual gene?
There's way too many DNA markers between people that can be directly linked back to Jefferson.
But it also could have been linked to his brother too, is what they said. So it was a one or the other.
Yeah. I mean, that's why I say halfway.
I'm just saying hands aren't down on the table one way or the other on my part. Not saying that it didn't happen. I'm not saying it did happen. I'm just saying, even our heroes are flawed.
You're using the term heroes very loosely there.
No, I'm not. No, I have very few heroes in this life, and most of them were people who it doesn't matter what they do later in life. What only matters is what they did at the moment that mattered.
That makes sense. But it's still a very loose.
Look at your Medal of Honor winners. No. Look at your Medal of Honor winners. They did what was necessary right then and there when the moment mattered. Doesn't matter how screwed up they were before or after.
Yep.
Doesn't matter what their politics were before or after. None of that matters. What matters is what they did in the moment that mattered. Not wrong.
No.
I think that's a problem. Everybody tries to put their heroes on a true pedestal instead of just allowing them to exist. And that's why they're like, never meet your heroes. Why? You're going to find out they're just as screwed up as you?
If not worse.
I mean, I'm sure there's a few.
Which that's pretty hard to do.
I'm sure there's a few viewers here that look up to us and say, hey, you guys are what I'd like to be when I grow up.
Everybody looks up to me, though.
And then I look and say,
you used the wrong terminology. Everybody
then I look and say, you're not old enough to be watching this show, so you need to move on and go give mommy her phone back. But so
everybody looks up to me because I'm too damn tall.
Yeah, but when you sit down, you're still at eye level, so it's fine.
You know what? That's another topic we could go to now. University of Berkeley. I know we've already hit on that one before too, but it still gets me.
No. What I want to talk about, damn it. What I want to talk about is Dinnerly.
Why are you giving a plug to anybody that doesn't give us money?
No. They mail you a box of food, right? Decent food, decent menu, decent recipes. Sometimes I give them a 3. I give them about a 4 once a week when they ask their rating on their food. I've only given a 5 once. Only one time have they given me a decent enough food that they give me a 5. But when my fucking box shows up and my chicken's open and my whatever the fuck else is open, ripped open, my brown sugar all over the fucking inside of the box, my tortellini ripped open, tortellini fucking everywhere, and I email you. And you say, we have a 72-hour turnaround. Okay, I can understand that. You're a business with a lot of complaints. Bullshit, but I understand. And at 72 hours, you're as cuckoo as this fucking clock going over my head because you send me an email and say, we're sorry that we're really busy and we'll get back to you soon, we promise. Why the fuck does this
just happen?
Every other fucking week, there's something going on. Some complaint I have to have every other week for the past fucking 2 months. 3 months now? 3 months.
Cancel it, go somewhere else.
I've said that.
The first time wasn't their fault. No, the first time was. There was a missing item, but whatever. The second time, it's like, that's not on you. The third complaint, got it. One more will be 4.
This is the 4th.
I've made fair complaints because some of them it's like, okay, I understand. That snowstorm stopped our box from coming through.
Yeah, you ever heard this saying before?
Do what?
Have you ever heard this saying before?
Well, no,
fool me once, shame on you.
Wait. Because the Texas snowstorm, I don't count against them. So that counts as one of them. That counts as one screw up.
Okay, but you have 3 right now that aren't applicable to that case. Because she just said you've got 4. So take one away, there's 3.
One of them. But here's my thing. Here's the problem. When they do get back to me, they're like, so how about we give you $20 off the next box? And I'm like, that's good customer service. It might have taken you up till you're about to bill me. Damn you. Because then I'm only handing you $10. Fuck you. I can't really say no at that point. I'm like, oh, well, get the freebie money, get the discounted rate, But the problem is we haven't found anybody who has the variety enough menu to fit our dietary whatever. They're not really restrictions, but
yeah, you're about to be able to eat meat again.
Well, no, that's one day a week. But I'm talking like my wife doesn't eat certain things. I don't eat certain things. When neither one of us will touch fuck asparagus or Brussels sprouts. Sweet potatoes can go themselves. Kale is garbage. Thistle, kale is garbage. Thistle, on the other hand, thistle's not bad. What is it? Arugula. Thistle. It looks like thistles. You know what a thistle is, right? Am I wrong?
I don't know.
Have you seen arugula? It looks like a thistle. Like I might as well just walk out in my yard, pull up a thistle, throw it in a freaking frying pan, and call it a food. No different than dandelion soup.
Oh my!
Am I wrong?
I don't know. I've never, to my knowledge, had arugula.
I never did either up until a certain point.
But anything's got to beat what we were being fed in Afghanistan. So.
Oh my God! I just realized something. So my stepdad came over to help me put up my fence, and he was supposed to be getting before he left the pictures from my daughter's spring pictures. Completely didn't give them to him. We got the magnet ones. That way they can stick it on the fridge.
Well, we know where you're headed tomorrow.
To church?
After that.
It looks like thistle. There's nothing to show him. It looks like thistles.
Did she go and pick a piece of it and bring it up to you so you could show it on the screen?
She looked on her phone. We don't have arugula in our house. That was Hello Fresh was big on the arugula.
This one's big on
This one gives you a shit ton of garlic. Like they give you a whole clove of garlic every fucking week. I've got like 5 cloves of garlic still in my. No, is it clove? What's the whole thing? Clove is
I have eaten that before. It looks it's like the
right.
pointier type of freaking dandelion leaves.
Is a single piece, right? You crush a clove, right? Garlic. Hey, look up.
Yeah.
The single piece of it is a clove, right? Of garlic.
Yeah.
What do they call the whole fucking garlic? The bulb? Garlic bulb?
Yeah.
I got like 5 garlic bulbs sitting in my cupboard.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have eaten arugula. Yeah, that shit before.
Arugula?
Words are hard. Words are hard. I thought it was dandelion leaves.
That's my point.
Well, I mean, that's a big difference from thistle.
Not really.
Yeah, it is. You don't have little spikes going into your tongue then.
Once it's fried, who knows?
It's not something that you're eating that's turning your tongue into like a cat's tongue, little tiny barbs everywhere, like eating a porcupine would do. Yeah, that's what you're comparing it to, as a vegetarian porcupine.
Kinda. So I swear there was a customer service issue I still had that I'm not remembering. That I'm supposed to follow up on.
Another one, because all the packages were open. You have to throw it out. You can't eat any of it.
Oh my God, yeah, dude, I got pissed. We're waiting on that response. But no, I feel like there was one I was supposed to follow up on that I said, oh, hey, there's more to this story.
Spectrum.
And then, do what?
Spectrum.
My internet's still acting the fuck up every other fucking day. I have no answer for it. The problem with Spectrum right now is they've literally told me they're at because my buddy works for Spectrum, right? They're at 200% capacity draw. They've exceeded the 100% that they can sustain, and so that you're constantly going to have draw issues. They're over capacity by 100%.
Nice.
Yeah. What are they supposed to do about it, though? I mean, the most I get, I'm sitting here like, we pay $80 a fucking month for this fucking internet. Why is it not working all the time?
I get what you're saying there. You're paying money, you expect a service. Plain and simple. How's Fizzle Pop Berry Twist?
I was informed that it looks like your face, and that's why the internet doesn't work, is because it looks like your face.
Okay.
I don't know. That's what I was told.
Okay.
All I know is my wife's really pissed because the neighbor keeps throwing freaking berries out, apparently, and the birds keep eating them, causing them to shit all over our car.
I mean, everywhere.
It's bad, actually. It's actually really bad.
Fizzle Pop Berry Twist.
Then when you have a sunroom, or a sunroof, excuse me, it's all over. Yeah. Of course, the birds target glass more than they do everything else. We just ditched Spectrum. The problem is we don't have anybody else to go to that's worth a damn. That's our problem.
Target practice.
You know, I'm waiting for her to get out the BB guns and just start pelting birds.
No, not the BB gun.
22.
You gotta go ahead and get the 12 gauge.
I just unleash buckshot all over the place.
No, better than that. In regards to the birds, use Dragon's Breath.
No, you set the whole tree on fire. I like it. No, actually, I have for my 22. I have buckshot.
Use it for the trees over the property line.
Right, but I have bird shot or buckshot, like little BBs inside for the 22 shells. Actually, I have a bunch of 22 shells that are filled with the small little BBs.
Nice.
I don't know what you'd call that. Is that bird shot in a 22? Is that buckshot? What the fuck is it?
I don't know.
I know, right? Look, I got them from a friend years ago.
But I personally like the whole Dragon's Breath idea.
I personally am inside city limits, so I kind of got to watch what I do.
You're calling for help and dealing with your elderly neighbor, thinking that she might need assistance.
I talked to the other neighbor a couple doors down, right?
This would be good.
And I told him what happened. So literally, this lady, as we started getting measurements out, I've got surveys coming out, right? I got all the surveys going on, right, to figure out where my line is. This lady, I shit you not, goes out and runs string, or finds a property line, marks it with cages around plants, right? Spray paints them yellow. Okay? I shit you not, spray paints them yellow. I go out the next day, and now there's twine running, right? Where else can this go? I ask you, where else can this go?
I really don't know what else she could do, considering the easement.
Okay. Yellow poles. See that? She runs them right down there, right? Okay. That's where her property line is. Now, as she goes out farther, yellow poles. That's my twine marking, right? Now, she puts the twine up, right? And then she yanks out all the stakes. Because they put stakes in years ago, right? She yanks them out. Yanks out all the stakes. Is that what the string's for? No, the string was for, the string was mine. Now, she put string the next day after spray painting the cages with the brand new plants right on the property line. Those cages are gone now. I don't know why. I don't even know why you would put them there to begin with. Let alone plant the plants right on the property line. All right, so she puts a string, then takes out, because there used to be like shovel handles on like 3 corners of the property for her. Those are gone now, magically gone. The rebar back behind the telephone pole, that's not gone. But the stakes are gone. I don't get it. I really don't. But what I do get is that I now have a fence line running with a 10-foot easement because we have 10 foot each side of the property line. There's a 20-foot fucking easement right down the back, right next to her house. Now I got looking and after I put it in, I was like, well, 10 foot 6 inches, but yeah. Because I got it 6 inches off that easement for the fence, but that's a hell of a lot of mulch. Just going 10 feet wide, that's 2 bags of mulch. Let alone going like 60 feet deep.
Why do mulch?
Because that's what I had 10 panels, 8 panels deep.
So if you do mulch, you have to redo that pretty much every year.
What, mulch?
Yes.
No, you don't. Why would I have to redo it every year?
I'm just saying pretty much because that shit fades and degrades fairly quickly.
I don't care because I'm gonna put the barrier down, right? That freaking weed barrier. I'm gonna put that down, and I'm gonna throw the mulch on top of it.
Okay, that keeps anything from growing up through the mulch. Mm-hmm. But you still have to replace the mulch at some point.
At some point, yeah.
It's usually yearly that you got to do mulching work.
Not as much though. You're not using it nearly as much. But yeah, so get this, right? So we got the whole thing set up, right? Everything mapped out. We've done our phone calls, everything, right? We got our building permit. Made sure to get my building permit. Got my building permit completely legal. Even had the zoning inspector come to my house to ensure everything I was doing was legal. She comes walking out back and asks my wife after me and my stepdad walk off and asks us what we were doing. She asked my wife, and she's like, well, we put this, there's this drain thing put in, and if you hit that, there's just going to be water everywhere. And Shasta is like, we had everything surveyed. Like, the city said that, there's no conflict. The water department, no conflict. Sewage department, no conflict. What are you talking about? She's claiming there's a drain pipe back there somewhere. I bet you it's in the freaking egress. I bet you that it don't matter. And I have no idea what you're talking about because I don't know where it drains from or to. Because I see nothing in this whole length of fucking anything where there's anything. Ran an auger. Mind you, $199 auger, so $200. And a $60-some bit. So I dropped $300 in a fucking auger because I also had to get the fuel for it.
Yeah.
So I just got the $20 fuel thing. So, yeah. On top of all the fencing. Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
I'm not saying to completely take all of it out. That's what I'm talking about with redoing is adding to it every single year. It's a pain in the ass.
Yeah. So, and this neighbor really will come up to say hi to my 4-year-old daughter and ignore both the adults. Now, I made comment to the other neighbor 2 doors down. I was like, so this is what she did. Because he asked, he's like, oh, hey, you doing some construction? I said, yeah. He goes, what is that string there? He goes, that your 10 foot freaking whatever? I said, yeah, that's the 10-foot freaking whatever. He's like, yeah, okay. So he might be buying my camper later this year anyways. because I need to get rid of the older one anyway, so I can get a newer one, have the parking space. I don't need a 27-foot camper. I got wife and 2 kids, and 3 dogs. I don't need a 27-foot bunk camper.
Yeah.
So but anyways, so I was like, okay, hey. So I was talking to him real quick, and he's like, I told him what she did. He goes, oh my God. I said, yeah, I know. And he's like, that's what her paranoia doesn't make any sense. I said, yeah, I know. I said, I hope she's doing well. I hope she's doing okay, because her husband passed away we're like just shy of a year. No, like 9 months, something like that. I'm starting to worry about her myself, because it's starting to get a little bad. I don't get it. But there's no reason for it. So, you know what I mean? I mean, there's just no purpose to the.
Yeah, there's no reason, no rhyme, no reason for her to be butting in like that. Like we had when I was a kid, we had an older neighbor that he didn't intend to come across at all in any type of bad way. Most of the time, we just kind of got a chuckle out of him because he was just kind of old, kind of senile, and he was really, really cool. He really was overall. But like, we're literally building a deck on the back of the house. And as we're going, he'll come over and check it out and be like, and he'll have his beer in hand and be like, oh, that's not going to work. And then just walk off. Come back. Oh, that's not going to work. And walk off. By the time we're actually done with everything and he sees how the framing and everything's going, he's like, that's going to be standing when the house longer than the house. It's like, yeah, that's kind of the idea.
Isn't that the point?
It's just one of those things where it's like, dealing with neighbors sometimes like that when you're doing a construction project, especially like the type that you have, that's just a pain in the ass. There's no reason for them to be prying like that into it. The other neighbor that you had that's pretty cool, where it's like, oh, you got a construction project going on. Yeah, that makes complete sense to talk about it like that,
Well, yeah, and he's a retired truck driver and all that. So like we get from the same company I work for. So like we get along really well. And like he's like, oh hey, just like he's talking just to say hi. And he's also one of those like, okay, hey, you're putting a fence up. It's like, yeah, that way you guys don't have to hear my dog's bark, and it just kind of make it easier. Like, yeah, the only time I hear them is when I come out with my dog. I said, well, they try to say hi to you, and he's like, and he's completely fine with it. His wife even, they look like they're just a straight-faced people that like look mean.
Yeah.
They like look angry all the time, but they're not. They're really nice people, and they like, oh, let the dogs bark. Yeah, the lizards.
Your lizard's not trying to turn itself into barbecue on the lamp, is it?
No. They're trying to adjust to a new cage and whatnot. That's all. But I just threw some food down, and they're just now starting to look and go, oh, hey, food. Hi, I see you. They're not liking the crickets because they're a hair too big. So. But yeah, we're trying to slowly break in this new tank because we just got it today. So
there you go.
Yeah, it's supposed to be it says a 20 liter, and I don't know how many liters a gallon in a gallon. It says 20 L on it, so I'm guessing 20. Oh, 20 long. Okay, so it's supposed to be a 20 gallon, but I question it because it's a 30 by 12 by 16. It's bigger than my other 20 gallon I just took them out of.
Okay, so go over that again. 20 by 36 by...
No, 20 by 12 by 16. No, excuse me, 30. 30 by 12 by 16.
It's just shy of 25 gallons.
That's what I was thinking. There's not a 25-gallon tank. There's 20 and 30. Now the thing is, like the bottom is watertight. What's everything above that bottom like 3 inches is not.
Yeah, it's 24.953.
Right. So whoever our third viewer is, welcome. I'm pretty sure it's wife 1, wife 2, and godmother. But you know, if it's not, leave a comment. We feed off our comments. You know, we try to communicate off of them.
So what type of camper is it that you have anyhow?
Type of what?
It's a 27-footer, but what type is it?
Oh, my camper, it's a Marathon. It's like a 78 Marathon or something like that.
Oh.
Old Marathon with the bunkhouse on the back. So it's actually got like the single bunk, and then it's got the two, or the single bed on the bottom, the 2 bunks on top, over top, because the one sits over top of the dining area, which is your where your kitchen table is. So that actually will turn into a bed, right? That you can fit 2 people, because my wife and I've done it. And then there's actually the pull out sofa as well with the pop up table as well. But it's heavy as fuck.
Yeah, what's it weigh anyhow? Then
7,000 pounds.
Oh, that's
7,000 pounds. Yeah, except for
me, that's light.
Except that my wife has, or the truck we have is my wife's truck, which is no original tow package, so it actually is too heavy.
Yeah,
we put on, but it doesn't have the heavier transmission cooler. It's got the separate transmission cooler, just not the heavier one, which also means that the clutch plating is not the heavy duty clutch plates.
No.
So 7,000 pound camper. I don't want to pull it too far.
Which you're pretty much maxing that F-150 out with that.
I wouldn't necessarily say that you're maxing it out. It's when you hit that wind too.
Oh yeah, that gets interesting.
Because it's the bunk, so it comes up. It does its nice little marathon curve, and then it comes back, and then just up and over.
Yeah.
Yeah. So with that, yeah. But the other thing is, like, one of the shackles, or it's shackled for one of the leaf springs because that cracked through. But what my neighbor wants to do with it, his son has a piece of property with just a pond, and he wants to just drop it on the. It's perfect for that. It's perfect for just dropping it and leaving it.
Yeah, so it's got a leaf spring that cracked on it or whatever.
Yeah, split.
Nice.
Yeah. So right now it's got a U-bolt holding it, so I could haul it. No, we found it by accident because the tire went flat, and that's when it finally separated out. So it was there. You just wouldn't have known.
Yeah.
Because it's not bouncing right. So, but when that tire went flat, you're like, oh, hey, this is separated once you jacked it up. So, yeah, and that's what it is. Really, I also just need the extra driveway space.
Yeah.
Until I can, expand my driveway. Once the camper's gone, I can then I can gravel out right there because 10-foot easement, right? But I can put gravel on a 10-foot easement. So I can gravel it out, and then I can get my utility trailer out too. So I can go get that. I got to get the lights replaced on it again.
Yeah.
So that's the issue I'm at right now.
Well, the utility trailer, you need the lights replaced.
Yeah, my utility trailer, I got to redo my lighting. My lights shattered out. Yeah, they keep selling these plastic lights, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to say, fuck it. I'm going to get the flush mount freaking LEDs. I'm going to just mount them to the freaking wheel wells.
Oh, yeah. That's going to be the easiest.
I really don't like mounting them to the wheel wells because there's still nothing on the back, though.
Yeah, but technically it's legal. It doesn't matter on that one.
No, but I mount my license plate to the wheel well too, because I actually have the octagon or the whatever, so it comes up, and then it's got the flat top.
Yeah.
So I actually have the really nice setup.
The fender, not the round fenders.
Yeah. So you can stand on the motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're actual sheet steel instead of aluminum garbage.
Yeah, and speaking of trailers needing work, I need to get my bearings replaced on mine and get the inspection done, so that way I'm good to go again.
Eventually, I gotta tear mine apart again and actually like replace the hubs. That way, I can put trailer brake on it again.
Yeah.
But then I have to install a trailer brake too. So
I'll have to look around here. I might actually have one.
oh, for yeah, but I still have to install it, which means I have to run it. So once my wife's car's paid off, then then we'll take in
Get a real truck.
Get a truck for hauling, not a truck for what it's for. The purpose of that truck literally is mostly that for winter weather driving. Like you don't need four-wheel drive. Anybody who thinks you need four-wheel drive for winter weather shouldn't be on the road anyways.
No, four-wheel drive is just a major plus.
Mostly it's because you know you're going to get stuck. Don't go if you don't go anywhere, you're going to get stuck. You're fine, right? So for my wife, it was for the winter weather driving. Because we have the Trailblazer too, which I can always fix. I still haven't even decided what I'm doing with that.
Yeah.
Because I almost want.
You almost what?
Well, I've got my other child here, right?
Yeah.
And I've had a Trailblazer since the year he was born, right? I got it in 2007.
I know where you're going there.
Right? I still have it, right? How many people still have that? Now it's a 2000. It is a 2005, but that's besides the point. But the trick is, he needs to show some damn responsibility before we even go to that point.
Yeah.
That's the biggest trick. Show some damn responsibility.
Yep.
Or because his godmother apparently isn't watching right now, she can buy it one. And then she can buy the other godchild one too and save me a bunch of money.
Oh my.
The problem is what she would try to buy them would cost too goddamn much money on my insurance.
No matter what, it's going to be outrageously expensive.
Well, see, I think I can get away with it. With my son, I look and go, I'll get the car, you go on your mom's insurance.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, that might work.
So that's my thought. So if the godmother wants to buy cars, that's fine. Fair is fair. Don't go getting him a fucking Maserati. That's all I got to say.
Yeah.
Or an Audi. In fact, my thought is I really want to get him like an old pickup truck, like a late 80s, early 90s pickup truck. Same for my daughter, right? And have them out there with the wrenches, fixing them up so they learn. I don't care if they have to pay for it or not, because school is more important to me, right?
Yeah.
That was the problem I had. I had to hold a almost full-time after-school job to afford car insurance and everything else, right? I don't want my
same here.
I don't want my kids to do that. I want them to still be able to do sports because I had to make the choice: have car insurance or play sports. And I enjoyed tennis. I really did. And it's one season a year, right? But I had to drop out of tennis, even though I still did the band thing, right? The marching band and everything. I don't want my kids having that. Oh, hold on. We got things that I just completely missed.
Oh, that just popped up.
But it looks nice. Okay. God, I accidentally highlighted everything. Here we go. Don't hate where care people. I don't know what care people are. So people who care, you care that well, if you care so much, buy me a car. Just had to get my son's car squared away. Uncle apparently bought a car for a 12-year-old kid.
Oh, boy.
10, 12-year-old kid. 11? Not sure. Younger than my son. That's all I know. Right. Younger than my son. My son's 13. So, no. Not even touching that one. Fox News, CNN slammed for downplaying teens accused of brutally murdering driver as an accident. Nope, not even touching that one. Take it to court, then I'll talk.
There was one interesting headline that I saw just a few hours ago with what happened in Virginia Beach last night with multiple different crime scenes on the same strip.
Comments down below. Car, not care. They're car people.
Yeah.
Well, my uncle's got a lift when you work on all your own cars yourself and don't just take it to the body shop. Then we'll talk. But my point being, tell me I'm wrong, right? Which is better? That my kids pay for their own car insurance, right? And have to learn work. And I have no problem with kids working in school, but that shouldn't take a priority over, the experiences they get. Versus getting your hands dirty and learning the ins and outs of that car so you understand how much work a car really is versus how much money car insurance costs.
I'm planning on doing the thing that my parents did, and it only took me 1 week to blow it. You'll be on the insurance until you get your first ticket.
Well, no, because a kid can't get on their own insurance anymore. If you're under 18, you cannot be on you do not get your own insurance.
Just saying.
No, but I'm saying
paying part. I mean, if they're still on my policy, they're paying their portion.
I didn't get my first ticket till I was like 19.
Yeah, so you would have been good. Me, on the other hand, 1 month to the day of having my license, 1 week of having my car on the road.
My wife's never got a ticket. She got in one accident. Two, but one. Somebody backed into her while she was waiting at a red light. They backed out. So it's slanted freaking parking. My wife's waiting at the light. Well, hold on. This works this way better. My wife's waiting at the light, and they backed right into her freaking passenger side of my Trailblazer, mind you. Bam.
Wow.
Which is the same side the baby was on.
Ooh.
And number two, still less damage than what Jessica caused my Trailblazer. She went down, picked it up or drove up from Texas, Fort Hood, up to Ohio. She flew up, right? Drove my car or my Trailblazer back down to Texas. I said, "Oh yeah, you can use it. You need to get." Because they only had a Scion or whatever, right? One of those fancy little 2-door sports cars, right? That's what she had. And it's like, oh, you need to go get a crib or whatever for your kid that's coming, right? Which is the 11-year-old now, right? I was like, go right ahead, and spins out in the rain and slams the whole back end across the guardrail or whatever, right? So I get back from Afghanistan. She gets my car. Right? Gets my car. I get back. Rental car, moment one. It's already in the body shop.
So she did that in the rain. How bad is it when she's in the snow?
I don't know. She lives in California and lived in Texas. I don't know if she's ever drove in snow. All right, that's besides the point.
She may not have ever seen snow then.
Right here. I'm sorry, damn it. I need to pick up a crib. Oh, you need a new crib? How many more kids are you having? Holy Christ. She needs to get a crib right now, apparently. I need to pick up a crib. Well, I guess I can lend you the Trailblazer again. Just don't wreck it a second time.
The snow on the Rockies.
I can just I've got a crib that I can lend you for a few years even. But besides it was raining. Yeah, we'll need it back eventually. I've even got a bassinet. That's fine. If that's what you need a crib for, got you. I got you. You don't even need to borrow the Trailblazer. We'll just load it up through FedEx and ship it. No Trailblazer's getting in trouble.
No Trailblazer is being jeopardized.
Right.
It'd be one of those, no Trailblazers were hurt in the making of this film.
Right. As my wife was saying at the exact same time. See, the literally only reason I can't just bring my wife into the conversation is we're in the same room right now. Can you imagine the echo? So until I have a studio of my own, right? Where I can go, okay, hey, I'm not in the public space of the house. I'm kind of stuck doing it this way, right? So my wife
Yeah.
is in the background. Otherwise, I'd be pulling people in constantly when they got something funny to say because she can drop in and out as she wanted, right? That's the problem. Yeah.
Yep.
So, but no, I'm picking on you. It's been when was 2009? How many years ago was that?
12.
No, seriously, how many years ago?
That's 12 years ago.
No.
Yes.
It's 2021, dude. What happened? COVID took your brain too?
Probably.
How was 2009 to 2021? 9 years.
12.
12 years?
12.
Okay. I swear you guys said 9. All right. So my point being, I'm not mad over it anymore. I wasn't mad at it to begin with, right? But I've had that front end replaced a couple of times too, so it's fine. that Trailblazer keeps kicking, which is why I can't bring myself to get rid of it. And our podcast web show is interesting to 3-year-olds apparently. At least we found our niche. Our language is not appropriate for 3-year-olds, though. That might be the problem. What by all means, 13 and above is what we recommend per YouTube. Not my fault. Anything that gets said after this, not my fault if your child hears it.
Yeah,
For anybody.
exactly. I'll be right back.
He's got excuses every time. So what we'll do is we'll say, this is the Zac Yak Pac on the Jaggers Juxtaplooza, right? You can follow us on Facebook at www.facebook.com/thejaggersjuxtaplooza, JUXTAPLOOZA. And you can follow me on Instagram at MPJags. Always make sure to use that hashtag, though. Don't be a Nick. Hashtag don't be a Nick. No matter what you do, promise us, you're not going to be a Nick. It's hard in life. It really is. First of all, what you must do, I swear to you, the first thing you do to avoid being a Nick, don't meet a girl on TikTok. You never know how that's going to go. They could be a Chinese spy. Second of all, don't be afraid to drink live on a web show where you have to be goaded into drinking by your fans. And it takes 10 minutes to convince you to start drinking, which is insane. Either you drink or you don't drink. It's one or the other. I think my wife was pushing on the drinking vodka thing with the Nick, and that was on the old, the Nick and Zac Show episodes. I think that was, probably November? So it's been a while, but it's definitely, it did not take him long to start drinking vodka. Not my fault. Definitely hit that subscribe button so you can see more insane comments like, I don't know, whatever Zach just said. Not this Zach. Not this Zach. The other Zach. That Zach. The Zach that's not here. That Zach. The empty screen Zach. The empty screen Zach. I think he's making his way back. I hear rustling in the background. Or he's not. One or the other. If you hear water sounds through the piping, you know he went to the restroom because he has that nice pipe right in the background. The biggest thing you can do for us is you share this with your friends so you can help us grow as a channel. If I start a Patreon, right, you can help me get more fencing for my house. We should start a GoFundMe for the other Zach to move out this way.
We'll see what happens. See what happens. That's all that can be said on that one.
There's quite a few houses I've seen for sale around this area. One of them has like a 2-story garage, as well as the other garage and barn. I have no idea what it's going for. Not even. I haven't even looked. But what I would say is that'd be a great studio. We need.
So you buy it.
So, yeah, with your money. So the point being, the question is, if we started working on selling merchandise, would you, the viewer, buy it? Leave a comment below. Let us know if it's worth us selling Zac Yak Pac and Jaggers Juxtaplooza merchandise. I need to find somebody to draw, and I might have somebody that I can ask and see if they can get anything. Right? Draw. That's not a Nick or a Jason. Right? Draw two yaks smacking freaking horns together, right? Looking all cool. We got to get them like the blinged out freaking, like gold chains with a big medallion hanging off of them, looking all fucking cool. But they're going to be yaks, so it's okay. Am I wrong? Would you rock that?
Oh my!
You're not saying no.
The gold chain thing is so overplayed on shirts and everything now.
Is it?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm just thinking the badass looking yaks and embarrassing my children. I did a good one. Hold on. I did a good one earlier, right, with my children. Hold on. Now I tell you, apparently I was embarrassing. I don't get it. I'm just trying to be hip and stick with my kids, like to let them understand how that I understand them and we can hang out. We can be cool, right? So Jess is saying no, she wouldn't buy any merchandise. Well, they'll piss off. All right.
No, she's saying she won't buy it with gold chain.
But I'm trying to look hip with my kids, and so I cranked up the radio. I was jamming out, right? Just jamming, right? Jamming to the radio, and my son's hand starts reaching up, and I smack it back. I was like, "Don't you touch my hat? Like you're not my parent. You're my child." And then people going driving by, because we're doing this in the truck, and I'm just jamming out, right? Of course, I made sure to have like country music on, so it makes absolutely less sense of what I'm doing, right? Because that's the smart thing. Embarrass your children in public every time, because the people driving by are just like, the fuck's this dude doing? That guy with their head outside.
You look like you belong in Clerks.
Well, how about he wants a fucking mohawk?
Oh, I used to have this down when I was a kid. Hold on.
No.
No, this is my climbing.
No, you're starting to embarrass yourself now.
Well, hold on. This is my climbing underneath a car hat, right? This is what I do when I'm climbing under a car, so I can tip back and still have that on the back of my head. And then when I come back out from under the car, I'm like, okay, hey, we're done, right? And then when I go to get back under the car, okay, I bring my hat back so I can keep all that garbage out of my fucking hair, right? And I turn it back. But then I wanted to make sure, maybe this was hip. And my son's like, no, Dad, that's not cool. Who told you that was cool? I was like, well, when I was a kid, this is what all the cool guys were doing. The rap stars and whatnot, they were all thinking, you're freaking, what is it? That in street guys or whatever. I don't know.
In street.
Yeah. The Hampton freaking
Why?
Mop.
Why?
But we could put a print of me like looking all fucking stupid like this. Put a print of that on a shirt. Cartoonize this look. You're right. I do have to at least get the hair up under the hat.
Why?
And we'll print this out on a shirt. Would you wear that shirt?
No. I'll even say no.
You wouldn't, just to embarrass me publicly forever?
You're doing it now.
He has a
Yeah, but I don't care. That's the thing. That's the best part. That's the best part. I don't care. That's what my kids don't understand, right? I don't care. And that's what I'm saying as a parent. Your job as a parent is to always make your kid be on their toes.
Oh, yeah.
And even if that means embarrassing them publicly in such a way that I embarrassed them. Now, don't get me wrong. The dad wearing the freaking, the Daisy Dukes in public because his daughter thought that short shorts were cool. That's just dumb. That's just dumb. If you like short shorts, just wear your short shorts. You don't have to freaking fight your daughter for it. All right.
Well, he made the mistake. He shouldn't have worn those short shorts. He should have put on some Marine Corps ones.
Right. See, and that's my thing. It's fine to embarrass your kids. Don't use your kids as an excuse to do what you want to do, anyways. There's other parenting topics I want to bring up, but I just want to leave be for public conversation, discourse until it's been discussed privately beforehand. But as a parent, your job is to teach your kids why you don't be dumb. Yeah. My son thinks he needs to get a mohawk. He thinks mohawks are cool. I asked him if he rode a skateboard. Skateboard or a BMX bike, one or the other will be good. Until then, no. Am I wrong?
Well, he might be riding Daddy's motorcycle eventually.
You don't need a mohawk. I have a real bike. And he can buy his own if he wants one. What the hell do you need a mohawk for?
Every kid goes through that time frame there like that. At one point, I thought a mohawk would be cool.
I did it in Afghanistan once. Does that count?
No.
We called them super high and tights. Our first sergeant told us to either shave that shit or grow that shit out, one or the other. So, guess what we chose to do?
Grow it out.
Grow it out. But no, it's like, you can have somewhat of a, you can have it to where you can pull your hair up from like that freaking medium fade or whatever, pull it up the best you can, but I'm not letting you shave your hair into a fucking mohawk. So you know where I'm getting at here. I mean, it's just.
Oh yeah.
Would you let your son have a mohawk?
I don't know. It depends.
I'm asking.
I don't know. I'm not at that point yet.
What if he walked up right now and said, "I want a mohawk"?
It'd be something we'd have to talk about. That's for sure.
Would you not be like?
He doesn't really have enough hair on his head right now for that.
No, that doesn't matter. Would you not have to talk to mom first?
Oh yeah, mom would definitely be involved.
Okay, so like with me, it's mom and stepmom and dad, and even stepdad look and go, no. He just won't give up on it. Now, this is the first actual not giving my mom haircut he's had for a while too that I got him today. It's more been just like trimming behind the ears. I don't know how they've trimmed up the top or whatever, but it's like, hey, no, we got him a medium fade, right? 2 on the side, so he's got a little bit, and then had trim up the top to blend it in. And it doesn't look too bad.
There you go.
Medium fade's a good haircut no matter who you are.
Not your daughter. Thank you.
Meanwhile, with me, I'd just go ahead and save the money and take the clippers to it and knock it all off.
No, saving money would be just bicking it and being done with it. Saving money would just be letting it grow and see what happens.
Meanwhile, with the clippers, I don't have the cost of razor blades constantly.
Or just let it go and see what happens because that costs you nothing then.
I've done that before. Can't do it right now.
The next thing you know, you got hair down halfway down your back.
Yeah.
So you do that, you have hair halfway down your back, right? and I wear my hat all fucking cool, we'll take a picture like that. We'll put it on a shirt.
Still won't buy it.
No. I was still saying no on that one.
Decal on the back of the car. Somebody's old like window decal. Well, you obviously get yours for free.
What, my haircuts? Yeah.
No. The decal.
Oh, the decal. That's what I'm getting paid with.
No. It's just no. Don't even like consider that pay, because then you could write that off on your taxes. Fuck off. It's a gift. It is a gift. A free sample.
Oh my.
Hashtag don't be a Nick. But no, I mean, we need to get some sort of merchandise, and I need to know, if people would actually buy it. And I can't tell if Jessica is saying my hat isn't cool or she won't buy our merchandise. Because I see 2 thumbs downs up there. Now, are we talking like the rumor that the Romans thumbs down actually meant like you live and thumbs up means you die? Like, I don't know which is it. So thumbs down, she wants merchandise. I got it.
Oh my.
Patreon. That's what we need. We need a damn Patreon.
So what? You don't have people.
You need to share us with your friends so we have more people. Am I wrong?
Probably 3 or 4 I can send something to.
First, you have to have friends. Is that the problem?
He doesn't have friends. We keep telling you that.
So, where were you when I was putting up my fence?
Where was I? At work.
I gave you like a week's notice.
You didn't give me a week's notice. You gave me like a 2-day notice.
No, I did not. I did not call you today. I made comment on like Tuesday. That's like a week's notice.
No, that's not a week's notice.
It worked for Steve.
He also lives around the corner compared to me.
No, it's like 4 miles up the road.
Yeah, as opposed to 650, 550, whichever.
Well, okay, you can be here by 6:50. Awesome, be here by 6:50 then.
Oh my God.
So what you're saying is when I go do the other the last 14, 15 panels, then you'll be there for that.
I can't guarantee you anything.
I will say that auger worked amazing. It
Nice.
worked amazing.
Nice.
So yeah, that auger. I now granted, Harbor Freight was out of their auger. Literally sold between yesterday and today. They said they had a couple in stock. It's a limited, so blah blah blah. So I got one at freaking Menards, the 11% off, which means you have to submit your receipt for 11% off. Wake up, Black.
Yeah, I'm starting to fade, man.
That's fine. You literally have 14 minutes left to go.
No, I'm not going to make it at 14 minutes. I'm telling you that
5.
now.
Then you make 5. Instead of a 2-hour block, you make it to 10 o'clock.
We can see what happens, but I am fading quick. I mean, at this point, I've been up for 23 hours, 21 hours.
How do you figure?
Huh?
How do you figure?
From 1 to 10, 21 hours.
We're not at 10 yet.
I'm just saying.
No, don't round up. No. No, I know. I used to do it. I used to wake up. I used to go to bed at 10 p.m. every day. I wake up for my run at 1 p.m. or 1 a.m. in the morning. That would be how I would run freaking a 13-and-a-half-hour day. And then come home, be up until 10, and then leave again at 1 in the morning every day.
Yeah, it works for some people. It don't work for me.
No, I slept in on the weekends. That was the difference. I had to make up my sleep on the weekends. I had a sleeper, so I'd take a brief nap randomly, You're like, okay, I'm hooking up to my trailer. Okay, I'm gonna lay down because I know how much time I had. Because it's like, look, okay, take 15 minutes to hook up the trailer, right? I might as well, before I head to Chicago from where I was at, make sure I have fresh 8 hours, right? This is the old hours service, right? Before the on duty counted and all that, right? And it would freeze your on duty time if you're whatever, right? So I literally would take a 15-minute nap and then head out.
Yeah.
If it took me 10 minutes to swap trailers, that'd be a 20-minute nap. Whatever it took, I would do that and I would get that full reset of hours so I had the fresh hours to go. I would feel more refreshed from that nap than what I would if I didn't take it.
Yeah.
There's a couple times I couldn't take it because I got to wait on a train. 45 fucking minutes. And I didn't have 45 minutes for that run. That was 45 minutes. Then get into the yard or that lot, drop the trailer, then hook to the trailer, then head out. Doesn't really work. One time it was like an hour and a half. Like, it was bad. There's no way around it. So, anything you'd like to add right here at the tail end?
No.
Our viewers have left us.
No, not at this time.
It's not a sworn statement. God, you're not in court. What the hell? No, not at this time. I don't recall at this
I'm
moment.
fading, man. I
don't recall.
I'm fading real bad. So
no, I just meant, like, is there anything in the last 2 minutes of closeout that you'd like to add for our viewers? Closeout, not in-depth conversation.
Are we going to do one next weekend or not? With it being Easter weekend,
we generally do every weekend. Doesn't deem how long, but I don't know. Are you doing anything Saturday night?
No, Saturday morning I am, but not Saturday night. And then Sunday we're doing something.
And for us, it's the same thing. And then we got Sunday morning. So I don't see why we don't do at least an hour show.
Yeah, I just figured I'd ask. I didn't know what your plans were.
We haven't taken a week off yet.
No.
So, I mean, June, we could turn June into a small hiatus of 3 weeks and take that as our summer vacation, and we could throw a pineapple at you. Three for 3 weeks. Right? And that could be our reset time, get done whatever we have to get done.
Now, the weekend following, I'm not sure what's going to happen yet because drill.
Right. You never know for drill.
No.
Problem is, I don't have a fill-in host.
Yeah.
Ever. I don't have anything lined up for a fill-in host. Nobody that can be accurate because I couldn't even do my wife and Jessica. My wife could show up. Jessica, I have no idea if she's ever showing up to even watch the show. I text her, get no response.
And the truth comes out.
Oh yeah, I know. I texted her a while ago. It's like, hey, your goddaughter wants to talk to you and whatever, blah blah blah. So I got another truck driver texting me. Right, I have not read this whole text message. Right, I was told to take my 34 and deliver this load on Monday. I literally just got this. I have no idea what it says. Deliver this load on Monday. I don't understand why I couldn't deliver it tomorrow and take my 34 there. I am only 324 miles away from the consignee. You know yourself that when I deliver it on Monday, I probably won't get a load to pick up until Tuesday anyways. Go figure. Don't make sense to me. Well, I'm guessing they probably aren't going to be open on Sunday. Would be why you can't deliver it on Sunday. Unless they are. If they are, then I got it. But maybe it's an appointment load, whatever. But I would say that's a fair question or fair comment on my part.
Yeah, it's probably something with a set appointment.
Yeah. So I don't know who our second viewer is right now. If it's Jessica, how do I make comments and get ignored? I've been waiting.
Well, I have a feeling I know
Point
who it
being-
is. So
Point being, it's 10:01, right? And held you probably fair enough, right? But like I said, I asked to begin with, any comments for our viewers? Mine is talking to me about scheduling.
well, that was the only thing. So that way they know what to expect. So
Always expect the show until we say otherwise. But if you follow us on the Facebook, we'll let you know at least in 12 hours advance, if not longer, even a couple days, letting you know whether or not there'll be a show. So you can do that by following us on Facebook, right? At facebook.com/thejaggers, JAGGERS, Juxtaplooza, JUXTAPLOOZA, which you can read down at the bottom, right? You can follow me on the Instagram at MPJags. Always use that hashtag, don't be a Nick. And you can follow the other Zach on his actual family Facebook page. No? Anyways, so hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to like this video if you like it. I wish we had a join button, but we don't. But let us know if we should start selling merchandise, because with that, then I'll eventually start getting an LLC, because we'll have to file taxes and whatnot as a business. Maybe even start a Patreon. If you guys are willing to support us as a channel, let us know in the comments or email us at thejaggersjuxtaplooza, which you can find our email address, on the Facebook thing. Or you can message us on Facebook, right? Apparently, I think you can message people on the Instagram thing too. So message us on that. Leave a comment. We read all our comments because we don't get so many that we can't read them, right? So leave a comment. Let us know if it's worth us trying to sell merchandise.
and give us ideas on it then too. So with that being said,
my ideas aren't good enough for you.
No, I don't think anybody likes those ideas too much. So
what, the yak thing? Are you kidding me right now?
So everybody, take it easy.
Zac Yak Pac.
Have a good one.
Hold on, right here.
Be safe. Don't do anything stupid.
Zac Yak Pac. Look how that lined up very slowly.
I'm signing out.
The Zac Yak Pac, right? I've been your host or co-host. I don't know which one I am.
Host. It's your thing.
Host?
You're the host.
Are you sure?
Yes.
We know that for a fact.
You're the one that has the controls right there in front of you.
That doesn't make me the host. That makes me producer.
You're the host.
Right. But the point being, technically we're both hosts, so co-host, because you can run the show if I can't be here one day. I just have to give you the access, which isn't hard at all. So, go ahead, leave comments. Oh, hold on, comments. One last comment. Co-host. See, I'm a co-host. Deal with it. I'm a co-host. You're a co-host. We're both co-hosts. But leave a comment in the section below.
Good night.
Because the other Zach is about to go into a coma.
Don't be a Nick.
Lack of sleep. I'm actually going to find it funny when he falls asleep and his wife has to find him down in the basement, like racked out, head bashed in the wall behind him.
Oh, don't be a Nick.
Definitely always use that hashtag, don't be a Nick. You guys have a good, wonderful day. I feel like I have banners I'm supposed to show. No, we got rid of those banners, didn't we?
Yes. I think we did.
Okay. So whatever. Zach is not being a Nick, but use that hashtag, don't be a Nick, and you guys have a wonderful rest of your day.